for all of us, it's really a group effort. And Hindu American Foundation was working on Malaysia about 2 years ago. We actually met with Waitamurthy, and we're really glad to have this support now at the grassroots level, because for 2 years we were talking to Malaysian Hindus, and some of them actually told us, no, our families are scared in Malaysia that if we start participating in this, that the political parties there are going to come and harass them. And when we went to the State Department, we couldn't find Malaysian Hindus in Washington DC area who would go and meet the State Department and give their own stories and all that. So now hopefully we have people, and next time we have a program in Washington or with local congressmen in Fremont, or if we do something in LA, we have that base. But I think, what I'd like to say is that for a lot of you, I know this is the first time that you've been involved in this, right? Activism. And I think it's really important to understand the importance of what's happened. It's not just that you came, you spent 4 hours, and some people came and talked. But what you've done is inspired each other. Just like, for example, Waitamurthy and Uday Kumar, they got involved. There must have been a time when nobody supported them. And even now, a lot of people don't support them. But because they got involved, then 30,000 people got involved on November 25th, 2007. And another 70,000 would have been involved if the government didn't stop them from coming. And after that happened, some of you read our press release, some of you read the MalaysiaKini.com website, and this whole thing got expanded. This rally was planned by Bhuvan, Malini, a few others, and now because of this rally, there are 9 rallies around the world. That's incredible. And I think if you talk to your parents 10 years back, maybe in Malaysia, they would never have thought that people in Malaysia, Hindus and Indians in particular, would have ever done something like this, right? Because they're all passive and they were just wanted the status quo. And I think the lesson here is that to make a big change, it takes time, it takes commitment.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it takes some people to have to go to jail. If it was easy to change the Malaysian government's views, we wouldn't be here. But the fact is, if we want to make that change, if we want to make it better, I think for the generation that's growing up there, so that 20 years from now it's better than it is now, it's going to take more sacrifice. And hopefully people don't die or more people get jailed. But the reality is that that's what's going to happen. More people will get jailed. There will be more tear gas. Until finally the government realizes that, hey, people aren't going to just bend over and quit. And I think that we need to have that long-term commitment that if we want to make that change, that we all have to come to more rallies. We'll have to write letters to the editors of newspapers. We'll have to talk to our friends, not just Indians, not just Hindus, but other people. Because ultimately, this is a human rights issue. It's an issue specifically for Hindus, but any victory is going to take a broader coalition. And I think that's the challenge, that we have to think beyond just that I'm a Malaysian Hindu who's Tamil, and why is a Gujarati person here, or someone from Maharashtra, or someone from any other ethnic background, or Iran, or African American, or white, or whatever. That's what we need to build up, because if we're talking about Malaysia being a moderate Muslim state, well, it's not a good moderate Muslim state if you can't own a business, your own business 100%. If you can't go to college, and just by doing what we did here, you're going to be in solitary confinement. All of us, if we're doing this in Malaysia, we might be in jail right now, right? So it's not fair. And I think, so don't be afraid to talk about this. It's going to take a long time. We got to keep working hard. It's going to take many sleepless nights. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice. It's not going to happen easy. But if we're willing to make that sacrifice, I can guarantee that there are people who are looking and saying, this is great that they did this. Because when we started working on Bangladesh, for example, we got letters from Bangladesh. People said, nothing's changed for us, but we're glad that somebody is thinking about us. And I know that in Malaysia, Waitamurthy always tells us, look, things may not change immediately, but this is all building momentum. Now what we've done, you take it to 10 people, you might get another 10 people involved next time. And maybe next time we have this rally, we'll have 100 people instead of the 50 or so we had today total. So let's keep working. I invite all of you to join the mailing list of Hindu American Foundation. You'll get regular updates on what we're doing. But, Bhuvan and Malini, I don't know if you guys are keeping local lists.
Where's Malini?
Where's Malini? Oh, there's Malini. She's in Fremont. But just a few things you should know. Waitamurthy is going to be coming in April to the U.S. and we are going to plan programs around the country. I know that in the San Francisco area, we're going to plan something. HAF is going to help him organize meetings on Capitol Hill with senators, congressmen, think tanks, and help out with the United Nations, because our group is just getting registered with the UN. And Bhuvan's talked about an LA program. I've talked to all the Fremont people, Malini, Morley, about holding something big in San Francisco area. So let's just put our ideas and thoughts together, and when he comes, let's just make sure we get a lot bigger turnout and spread the word, and work really strategically, and let's just hope for the best and keep our fingers crossed. So thanks again. I know that when I came to Malini and Morley's home, I was probably the only non-Tamil Malaysian there, but they really welcomed me. I don't feel like I'm not a part of the cause. I mean, I feel as much a part of the cause as you should. And I don't question why someone's here. We're here because we want to help out. We're all together. It's not just your battle, it's our battle, right? And so let's just think about it from that perspective. And if we all think like that, then it's not going to be like, this is a Kashmiri Hindu problem. It's a Bangladeshi Hindu problem. It's everyone. And then ultimately we can make the world better. Because remember, and this is the last thing I'm going to say, that, why are we, many of us, Hindu, or why do we respect Hinduism? Some of us like the rituals, some of us like the philosophy, but it's a religion that believes in pluralism, that by all being different, that's fine. We're adding to the diversity of the world. And so for us, it's not a big deal to support any cause or any religion or whatever. But if we don't protect our own interests first as Hindu community, then no one else is going to help us. I remember there was one Jewish doctor who said, if you don't respect yourself, no one will respect you first. So let's do that, and let's expand the cause, and hopefully next time we can have some Malaysian Muslims and Malaysian Chinese and people from other parts of the world as well as more Malaysian Hindus. And let's tell your friends who are Malaysians who are scared to come that they have a right under U.S. law to come. The U.S. government is not going to deport them for doing this, and Malaysia can't influence America's decision to give them a green card. I know that those are a lot of the issues and concerns, so they should come. In fact, being American is being allowed. This is part of American culture. There's good and bad, but the great thing is that you have a right to protest, you have a right to speak, and the more you do that, the more American society will respect you as well. All right, well, thanks a lot.
Everybody, thank you so much for coming and for all your support. What we have done today is unprecedented in Malaysian history. We have never had a Malaysian Indian group protesting something this big. All right, this rally has gone worldwide. We have gone global. We are going to get bigger. We are in 10 countries right now, including Malaysia. Next one is going to another 10 more countries. It's going to grow. So let's all get together and help our brothers back home. Makkal Sakti!
Thank you.